Hello, friends. Today I would like to share with you a very beautiful and very simple self healing tool called as Ho'oponopono. Ho'oponopono is actually an Hawaiian practice of reconciliation and forgiveness. This word Ho'oponopono simply means correction. This we can simply say that this is a mantra for forgiveness. This mantra or this prayer or practice reminds us of the importance to forgive. This is also called as the Hawaiian secret of forgiveness. So, simply the Hawaiian word ho'oponopono comes from ho'o means to make and pono means right. And the repetition of the word pono means doubly right or being right with both self and others. In a nutshell, we can say that Ho'oponopono is a practice by which we can forgive others to whom we are connected to. It is a practice which allows us to cut the connections in a very positive and loving way, knowing that you can make the connection brand new once again. When you become right with others, you become right with yourself, is the motto behind it. Just think, if someone have hurt you and you have come past that situation many years ago, but you're still carrying that pain. Is it easy for you to carry that pain, or is it easy for you to forgive them and move on? It is easy for us to forgive them and to move on instead of weighing them in our minds by recreating the same thing again and again and feeling that pain for years together. We don't deserve it. So it's better we forgive and move on. This is what this mantra or the practice says. We feel that forgiving others is very hard. But when it comes to learning to forgive others, it turns out that we can learn a lot from our ancient indigenous people or our ancestors or those who have inhabited Hawaii before the coming of Westerners and who had a great and deeper level of practicing forgiveness through this method called Ho'oponopono. They are such beautiful people that they understood on a gut level that to harbor resentment against others hurts the person who refuses to forgive. See, in the previous example that we have taken, that a person has hurt us many years ago. If we refuse to forgive them, we are the ones who are carrying all that resentment with us. We are weighing all that uncomfort within ourselves for years together. But once you acknowledge that there is a wrongdoing and forgive and forget them, forget the situation, you heal yourself and you can feel comfortable with yourself. You don't have to weigh all that pain you have been carrying for years together enough. This mantra is very simple to say, to feel, to understand, and to heal. It just has got 4 statements. Just 4 simple statements. The first being, I'm sorry. The second statement is, please forgive me. The third statement is, thank you. And the fourth statement is, I love you. Isn't it simple to say these 4 simple statements? That I'm sorry, please forgive me, I thank you and I love you. This mantra has 4 simple steps which focuses on 4 different feelings. The first being repentance, taking the whole responsibility of the act, or just acknowledging that there is a wrong which has happened, or a wrong which was done, by saying that you're sorry. Just acknowledge that there is a wrongdoing exists, and then acknowledge your feeling. Only then we can forgive ourselves or forgive others. All we have to do is first sit with the mind that there is something wrong which has happened, not who is to blame for. It's just think that there's something wrong happened, and hold space for the feelings which are surfacing. Acknowledge that the problem exists, and then we have to make a conscious choice to move on by asking for forgiveness. Isn't it simple to ask for forgiveness? Or if you feel that you have or you're resisting this for asking for forgiveness, it's very easy. It's not at all hard, because we don't have to go to the person who has hurt us and ask for their forgiveness, or we have to forgive them on their face. We can do all this in our own minds. You can say all these 4 statements within your own mind. Yeah, ancient Hawaiian people used to practice it in a very different way. All the Hawaiian and the surrounding islands used to practice this particular technique in different ways. In some of the islands, what they used to do is that if they have a problem with a particular person, they would just go straight to that person and say, "Hey, you've hurt me in this way, and I'm feeling bad, or I'm feeling this way," which is not pono, like which is not right. So, on their face, they would ask for forgiveness. On their face, they would say thank you for forgiving them, or they would just say sorry for if we have hurt that other person, and just move on, and to clear that memory with that person, that hurt feeling. And some others, so in some islands it was like, if a person is dealing with the problem, or if a person has a problem with the other person, all they would do is involve a third person to act as a mediator to solve or resolve their issue and to forgive each other. Isn't it so beautiful? These beautiful people of Hawaii, all they focus is on forgiving and forgetting there and there itself, and closing the issue no matter what, by way of forgiveness and by way of positive thought, and not carrying whatever guilt or shame or hatred forward. They're just healing themselves, and they're healing the environment around them. So beautiful, right? And how I got to know about this mantra is like, I just got to know about it many years ago in 2012, if I could say. But I didn't have, or I did not understand the true meaning of this, and I practiced it once or twice and left it. And now from past 1 month I have been practicing this mantra. That's the reason why I came forward to make this video and to share with people around me, because it's so beautiful and it has brought beautiful changes within me, I could say. Because as I was dealing with so much of stress and loneliness or whatnot, I suddenly remembered this mantra, and okay, started saying the statements to me, listening to it, because you have many videos on this mantra on YouTube which you can listen, many beautiful meditations as well. So started listening. After a week or two, I started noticing that wherever I am and whatever I do, I constantly repeated these statements to me because they're so simple and they didn't have to involve some other person. It's just me. I'm saying it at my own pace, and so I've been repeating. One day, I was washing my face. Uh, so there was a mirror opposite to me, and okay, I washed my face and saw my face in the mirror and started saying this mantra. And so beautiful thing is that I started smiling. There was no reason I have to smile, but I started smiling. But normally, if you could say the same morning routine, I didn't even felt like looking into the mirror before. But saying this mantra made me so light, so feel so light and so beautiful within that I started smiling because I might have hurt myself in many ways that I couldn't face myself even in the mirror. But once I asked for forgiveness, once I stated that I love you to my own self, I started loving me much more. I started smiling, and that feeling is awesome. And if we could say all that hatred I had for the people who were around me for since few years, who have hurt me intentionally or unintentionally, I've been carrying all that. I don't know, I have repeated in my mind many a times that I was unworthy, but I was not. This mantra made me feel alive. This mantra made me feel light. I could say all the baggage I've been carrying was left behind. I just started loving myself once again. So, friends, just start it today, little by little. You'll get to know what it is. This is beautiful, and this is so important to live our lives more beautifully. Thank you.